I Want Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by viewers like you.
The Vinita Hornets and the Riverfield Ravens are here as we continue the 10th season of I Want Answers. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our 10th season of Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. I'm your host, Anna Berry, and I'm excited to be back with you again this year. Now, you may notice we've made a few changes due to the pandemic. In order to maintain social distancing, only 2 of the 4 players will be competing at a time. They will be rotating between rounds. Our contestants will be wearing masks, and we will be following all the cleaning and safety protocols behind the scenes to make sure we keep everyone safe. Tonight's teams are the Vinita Hornets and the Riverfield Ravens. These teams are competing for a chance at $12,000 in scholarship money that will be awarded in next week's championship games. Let's start off by meeting the first 2 players from Vinita. All right, Vinita, starting with the team captain, we have senior Elliot Rose. Are you the team captain?
I think she is.
Brooklyn, you're the team captain. Brooklyn Lyerly, you are the team captain. Welcome, Brooklyn. Welcome back, I should say. And Elliot Rose. All right, let's meet the Riverfield Ravens. We've got team captain. We've got Nathan Brubaker. Welcome back. And we have Tucker Beach. All right, Riverfield, Vinita, you teams ready? Excited? Yeah? Audience, you guys ready to play? I know that you all want some questions, but remember the show is about what I want. And what do I want?
Answers.
And the correct answers at that. All right, we begin our competition tonight with the speed round.
First up, the speed round. The speed round consists of individual answer questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, teams, let's begin. Henry Ford created this to make mass production possible by having each worker handle one part. Riverfield?
Assembly line?
Yes. The General Assembly of this organization elects the Secretary. Riverfield?
United Nations?
Yes. Exposure to smog can exacerbate bronchitis, emphysema, and what respiratory problem that affects 10% of children? Vinita?
Asthma?
Yes. The springtime of nations in 1848 was a chain reaction of democratic revolutions that started in France and then southeast to its peninsular nation. Riverfield?
Italy?
Yes. Which scientist formulated the law of universal gravitation? Riverfield?
Newton?
Yes. In 1001 Arabian Nights, this character opens the thieves' den with the words, "Open Sesame." Riverfield?
Alibaba?
Yes. Which Massachusetts city is infamous for the frenzied trials of young women accused of... Vinita?
Salem?
Yes. Nature magazine has checked this online research site and compare its reliability to that of the Encyclopedia Britannica. Vinita?
Wikipedia?
Yes. Auckland is the largest city in which island nation? Riverfield?
New Zealand?
Yes. Video question from GRDA.
Hi, I'm Justin Alberti with the Grand River Dam Authority. Substances with high resistance have low what?
Vinita?
Conductibility?
Yes. Her novels are enjoying a resurgence with a new movie on her book, Emma, who also wrote Pride and Prejudice. Vinita?
Jane Austen?
Yes. Between World War I and the Great Depression, America had an exciting decade of flappers, jazz music, and freedom of expression. Vinita?
The Roaring Twenties?
Yes. What parallel was established at the end of World War II as the demarcation line between North and South Korea? Vinita?
The DMZ?
Nope. Riverfield?
38th parallel?
Yes. On the back of what page do you find the book's copyright date? Vinita?
The title page?
Yes. According to the old proverb, what is it that breeds contempt? Riverfield?
Envy?
No. Vinita?
Hatred?
No. Familiarity. All right, we got a math question now. Using a counting system of 60, ancient Babylonians said there were how many 60s in degrees of a circle? Vinita?
6?
Yes. All right. Hans Holbein had which job in the palace of Henry VIII? Vinita?
Jester?
No. Riverfield?
Court physician?
No. He was the court painter or artist. In which economic and political system does the government own all businesses and control the economy? Vinita?
Tyranny?
No. Riverfield?
Communism?
Yes. Step on no pets is what kind of grammatical structure reading identically forwards and backwards? Vinita?
A palindrome?
Yes. Sinks and tubs are typically made of what general category of ceramics? Vinita?
Porcelain?
Yes. What type of conveyance is the maglev? Riverfield?
Train?
Yes. All right, another math question. Frederica travels 7 miles due north. Then she travels 3 miles east and then 3 miles south. How far is she from her starting point? Riverfield?
7 miles?
No. Vinita?
2 miles?
No. 5 miles is the correct answer. All right, from the Latin for flowing together, it's where 2 or more streams flow together to form one, such as the Missouri meeting the Mississippi at St. Louis. What word starting with C describes Riverfield?
Confluence?
Yes. The only Nobel Prize with 2 names is named either physiology or this word designating the field of science that deals caring for injured or sick humans. What is it called? Riverfield?
Medicine?
Yes. In Aesop's fable, what hungry creature decides that some grapes must be sour when they are out of reach? Riverfield?
Fox?
Yes. Its southwest border is with Croatia, and its northern border with Slovakia. Magyars are native of what Eastern European, Riverfield?
Hungary?
Yes. After General Braddock was shot and killed during the French and Indian War, George Washington, while retreating, built what fort named for its urgency? Vinita?
Fort Necessity?
Yes. Some believe that using this topic metal to make the aqueduct pipes, tableware, and other items may have helped during the decline of Rome as the Riverfield?
Lead?
Yes. The building at 10 Downing Street, London, is both residence and offices for the person who holds which position, Riverfield?
Prime Minister?
Yes. Mary Stone McClendon of the Chickasaw tribe was a teacher and humanitarian who built the art program at Bacone College. What was her Chickasaw name? The name used to honor her at East Central University's theater, named after her. Ataloa. What term is used in physics to designate a hypothetical force of repulsion that would push objects away from the center of the Earth if it existed? Riverfield?
Anti-gravity?
Yes. All right, that bell means time's up for the speed round. The score stands at 160 Riverfield and 110 Vinita. Super close. Stay tuned because round 2 is coming right up. We'll be right back.
Every day, the employees of the Grand River Dam Authority strive for excellence by focusing on the 5 E's: employees, electricity, environmental stewardship, economic development, and efficiency. We do this by producing low-cost, reliable electricity that touches 75 of the 77 counties in the state. At no cost to the taxpayers, we also manage 70,000 surface acres of lakes and the scenic Illinois River. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity for Oklahoma.
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
And welcome back to I Want Answers, presented by GRDA. Let's meet our new player from Riverfield. We have Caden Kesselring. Welcome, Caden. And then our new player from Vinita, we have Isaiah Campbell. All right, welcome, players. Let's begin because we've got the advantage round coming your way next.
Next up, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by first attempting to answer a speed question. The team that answers correctly receives 10 points and the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 10 points each. After the 3 advantage questions, it's back to speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain.
All right, teams, are we ready? Here is your first speed question. These aren't as strong as the original earthquake, but they can still cause damage. What are these, Riverfield?
Aftershocks?
Yes, advantage for Riverfield, new dictionary words. This used to be another name for a greenhouse. Now it refers to a place where new ideas and knowledge come forth, as in universities. Which word?
Conservatory?
No, it's hothouse. A term used to tell people to calm down and relax.
Chill?
No, chillax. A combination of quantum and bit. This computer term uses physics principles to explain types of computer info that react in quantum ways.
Qubit?
Yes. All right. Back to speed. Triskaidekaphobia is a fear from this integer stemming from superstition. What fear is it? Vinita?
Ghosts?
No. Riverfield?
13 being an unlucky number?
Yes, it is fear of the number 13. Advantage for Riverfield. On top of the world, name the mountain. Standing at over 29,000 feet, this is the 9th deadliest mountain in the world and the tallest. Which Nepal mountain is it?
Mount Everest?
Yes. This is the tallest in the U.S., and it was once called Mount McKinley before having its name changed back to its Native American name.
Yeah, that's not. Denali?
Yes. This tall alpine mountain overlooks Switzerland and Italy. It isn't the tallest, but the most famous, as it looks like a musical instrument.
Yeah, that's the Matterhorn?
Yes. All right, back to speed. In which Hemingway novel do we read, a man can be destroyed but not defeated? The Old Man and the Sea. Which capital city of the Four Corners states is located at the highest latitude? Riverfield?
Denver?
No. Vinita?
Carson City?
No, it's Salt Lake City. The Parker probe sent out by NASA in 2018 is still gathering and sending information about which object in our solar system. Riverfield?
The sun?
Yes, advantage for Riverfield, traveling into the Old West. This route took travelers all the way from Missouri to the Pacific Northwest. What 2-word name did it have?
Oregon Trail? Oregon Trail?
Yes. This type of wagon was actually too heavy for crossing the prairie, so most wagons heading west were not this large type, despite the paintings and stories.
Schooner?
No, it's a Conestoga wagon. The Golden Spike in Utah commemorates where this form of transportation was completed, connecting east to west.
Railroad?
Yes. All right, back to speed. The flute is not the highest pitched woodwind. That honor belongs to which other instrument that is played sideways in a similar way and which is an octave higher? Riverfield?
Piccolo.
Yes, advantage for Riverfield, terms used in math. What do we call the difference between the highest and lowest values in a data set?
Range.
Yes. What do we call the three-sided figure that includes rows of numbers in such as 1331 and 14641? It is named after a mathematician.
Pascal's triangle.
Yes. The answer in a division problem is called what?
Quotient.
Yes. Back to speed. He made himself governor of Santo Domingo, but his soldiers of fortune rebelled and ousted him. He went back to Spain and died, almost forgotten. Which explorer was this? Riverfield?
Columbus.
Yes. Advantage for Riverfield. The water cycle. What is the general term for any form of moisture that comes to the earth from the sky?
Precipitation.
Yes. Water leaving bodies of water and rising into the air is undergoing this process.
Evaporation.
Yes. Water vapor undergoes this process when it becomes liquid upon items such as the ground.
Condensation.
Yes. Back to speed. Prometheus knew that Zeus's son, by a mortal, would free him from the rock to which he was chained. Which son of Zeus did that task? Vinita?
Heracles?
No.
Hercules?
Riverfield?
Hercules.
Hercules. It's Hercules, not Heracles. Okay. All right, advantage for Riverfield. We've got famous works of art. An immense bronze statue by Bartholdi that has a smaller version he created in France, given to the United States as a gift.
Statue of Liberty.
Yes. Who is the person pictured in statues by Donatello in bronze and by Michelangelo in marble?
David.
Yes. This painter did several self-portraits, including one with a bandaged ear after he cut his ear in real life.
Van Gogh.
Yes. All right, back to speed. This national park represents the hottest, driest, and lowest point in both California. Riverfield?
Death Valley.
Yes. Advantage for Riverfield. Alexandre Dumas. He wrote of Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, a trio of swordsmen loyal to the King of France. In which book?
The Three Musketeers.
Yes. Dumas wrote several books that included this powerful woman who lost her head in 1793. Marie Antoinette. In one book, he had a Dutch city offering a prize to anyone who could grow a black version of this flower that was important to the economy.
Tulip.
Yes. Back to speed. This statue in Denmark honors Hans Christian Andersen, who created this character. Which popular female character is depicted? Riverfield?
The Little Mermaid.
Yes. Advantage for Riverfield. Presidents with alliterative names. Which president survived an assassination attempt in 1981 and left the presidency with a high popularity rate of 68%?
Ronald Reagan.
Yes. This man had just been elected when the stock market crashed to start the Great Depression. Which man was president from 1929 to 1933?
Hoover.
Yes. This serious man, nicknamed Cool Cow, was right before Hoover and admitted that he had not taken care of some of the economic issues after Harding.
Coolidge.
Yes. Back to speed. Okay, that's all the time that we have for the advantage round. The score now stands at 440 Riverfield and 110 Vinita. Don't go away because we've got one more round coming up next.
At RCB Bank, you are not just a number. You are our neighbor, friend, coworker, PTA partner, business owner down the street, and so much more. We value our relationship with you. We are here to serve you at any of our locations or online at rcbbank.com. With over 50 locations across Oklahoma and Kansas, we're everywhere you need us to be. RCB Bank is your hometown community bank, interested in your financial well-being. RCB Bank, that's my bank.
I love coming into the lab every day. My job is to screen evidence for DNA analysis. When I started at Rogers State University, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But after I took my first chemistry class, I realized that I wanted to be in the lab. It does feel good to go to school and to find a direction and then wind up doing something that I enjoy. Not everyone can say that. It all started for me at Rogers State University.
Welcome back to I Want Answers presented by GRDA. Let's meet our new players, starting with Riverfield. We have Kala Andrews, sophomore, welcome. And then with Vinita, we have senior Elliot Rose. All right, teams, we ready? This is our last round. The whirlwind round is coming up next.
Next up, it's the whirlwind round. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of three categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Then, the other team gets their turn at one of three remaining categories. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. If any team correctly answers all 10 of their questions, they will receive 10 bonus points.
All right, well, Vinita, your team is trailing right now, so you get to pick one of these three categories: comets, King Arthur, or Benjamin Franklin.
King Arthur? Okay.
We choose King Arthur first.
King Arthur for yourself? All right. King Arthur. Answer these questions about the legendary King Arthur. Name King Arthur's sword.
Excalibur.
Yes. Who was his wife and queen?
Lady Guinevere.
Name his magician.
Merlin.
Yes. The knights sit at what piece of furniture with the king?
The Round Table.
Yes. Name the knight who betrayed him by falling in love with Guinevere.
Lancelot.
Yes. What was King Arthur's kingdom called?
Camelot.
Yes. What was the sacred task that only the purest knights could undertake?
The Holy Grail.
Yes. According to the legend, who was the only knight pure enough to complete the quest?
Sir Galahad.
Yes. Which Mark Twain novel features a time traveler from New England who goes back to meet King Arthur?
A Yankee in King Arthur's court.
Yes. Who was his wicked nephew?
Mordred.
Yes. Good job. You got all of those correct. Okay. Now, Riverfield, you get to pick between comets, Benjamin Franklin, or Big.
Really? I think that sounds like it'd be simple.
That could.
But it could also make no sense. We will pick big.
Big. Okay. Name these expressions that include the word big. What is the name of the bell in the Parliament Clock Tower?
Big Ben.
Yes. What is another name for Rocky Mountain wild sheep?
Bighorn.
Bighorn.
Yes. A Texas national park.
Pass.
President Theodore Roosevelt's motto was what?
Speak softly and carry a big stick.
Yes. What were France, Britain, Italy, and the United States called in World War I?
The big three.
Big Four.
No, sorry. The more common name of the constellation Ursa Major
Big
is
Bear.
what?
Big Bear.
Yes. Who is a figure representing the authoritarian government in 1984 by George Orwell?
Big Brother.
Yes. The BFG in the book by
Friendly Giant.
Roald Dahl stands for
Big
what
friend-
three words?
Big Friendly Giant.
Yes. The circus used to be called the what?
Big Tent.
Big Top.
Big Top.
No, sorry. This is what they call the Gurma long range cannon in World War I.
Big Boy.
It was Big Bertha. Sorry. Captain's got to answer, and then it's okay. You guys, you did great. You both did great. Okay, after 3 rounds, the score currently stands at 500 Riverfield, 220 Vinita. But let's go back to some speed questions to wrap up this game and see who's going to win. All right, back to speed, everyone. This American city has more free things to do than any other city in the world, all due to federal taxes to make it free for citizens. Which city? Riverfield?
Washington, D.C.
Yes. What cone-shaped hairdo of the 1950s and early Riverfield?
Beehive.
Yes. Quote, was this the face that launched 1,000 ships? Unquote, is the question asked about this woman who was wife of King Menelaus of Sparta, but is known for this rival city where she was loved by Paris. Name the woman and city. Vinita?
Helen of Troy.
Yes. This is the sacred tree of Apollo, the leaves of which he wore for a crown. They were also, Riverfield?
Laurel.
Yes. An internal condition which directs one's action toward some goal, such as the drive of a recent graduate to look for a job, or the drive, Vinita?
Determination.
No. Riverfield?
Motivation.
Motive is the correct answer. Question, 2 of the eerie symbols of Halloween are creatures that are in many ways beneficial to mankind. The arachnid, Riverfield?
Spiders and bats.
Yes. Among other work, which scientists devised the law of conservation of mass and explained the role of oxygen in combustion. Antoine Lavoisier. Many Oklahoma counties have plains of this mineral resource, of which there is likely 20 trillion tons in the state. It was more mined and in history. Vinita?
Oil?
No. Riverfield?
Graphite?
No, the answer is salt. Born in Scotland, he moved to America and taught teachers of the deaf before inventing items that dealt with sound, such as a wax cylinder for phonographs. Who was he? Riverfield?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Yes. A horn of this color was home to the Byzantine Navy. A hind of this color was Sir Riverfield?
Golden.
Yes. What do they call the national flag of Great Britain? Vinita? Pass? Okay. Riverfield?
Union Jack.
Yes. What is the next term in this sequence? Millionth, billionth, trillionth, quadrillionth? Riverfield?
Quintillionth.
Yes. On a musical score, a single one marks the end of a segment. A double one, the end of a section or work. What are we talking about? Vinita?
Line.
No. Riverfield?
Bar.
Bar is correct. And that bell concludes tonight's competition. The final score stands at 590 Riverfield, 230 Vinita. That means Riverfield is our winner tonight. Great job, teams. Well done, everyone. Now, let's look at our bracket. We see that Riverfield will advance to our Season 10 championship game. So we'll see them again next week as they take on Morris. Thank you, teams, for playing, and thank you, audience, for joining us as we showcase the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic teams. Be sure to follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram, and remember, you can always catch up on past episodes anytime at rsu.tv. We'll see you next time for another exciting competition on I Want Answers.
I Want Answers is presented by the Grand River Dam Authority. Additional funding provided by the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, RCB Bank, Rogers State University, and by viewers like you.